Hello, and welcome back to the Everyday English Podcast, the place where we turn real conversations into your daily English practice. I am Sarah, and I am so happy you are here with us today for another deep dive episode. Today, we are tackling a problem that every single language learner faces. It does not matter if you are a beginner or if you are advanced, this happens to everyone.
And I'm Mark. Great to be here with you all. Sarah, you are absolutely right. In fact, what we are talking about today happens to me, and I am a native speaker. It is that terrible moment when you are telling a story, you are feeling confident, the words are flowing, and then suddenly, stop. Your mind goes completely blank. You know the word. It is right there on the tip of your tongue, but you just cannot say it.
Exactly, Mark. It is the dreaded brain freeze. And for our listeners, this can be a really scary moment. When a native speaker forgets a word, we just laugh. But when you are learning English, you might feel panic. You might think, oh no, my English is bad, or I am failing. You might just stop talking completely and let the silence take over.
That silence is the enemy. That awkward silence where you're staring at the other person and they are staring at you, waiting for you to finish your sentence. Today, we are going to give you the solution. We are calling this the Fluency Survival Kit. We are going to teach you exactly what to say when you forget a word, so you never have to stop talking again.
I love that title, the Fluency Survival Kit. This is not just about vocabulary. This is about confidence. By the end of this episode, you will have 3 specific strategies to handle these situations like a pro. These are the exact same techniques native speakers use. If you master these, you will sound more fluent, even when you make mistakes.
And frankly, this is also a huge skill for exams. If you are preparing for the IELTS or the TOEFL, listen closely. Examiners do not expect you to be a walking dictionary. They want to see if you can keep communicating even when you don't know the exact word. They call it circumlocution, or talking around the word. We are going to show you how to do it.
So let's jump right in. Mark, let's start with a little story. I want to tell you about what I bought for my kitchen yesterday, but I want to demonstrate what happens when we get stuck.
Okay, I'm ready. What did you buy?
Well, I went to the shop because I wanted to make pasta, but I realized I didn't have that, the metal bowl, the one with the holes in it, for the water.
Oh, you mean a colander?
Yes, a colander. Thank you. Now, listeners, did you notice what happened there? I forgot the word colander. It is a common kitchen word, but it just slipped my mind. But did I stop talking?
No, you didn't. And that is the key. You didn't just stand there and say nothing. You used a few very special techniques to keep the conversation moving until I understood what you meant. You described the object, and you used some filler phrases.
Exactly. And that brings us to our first strategy in the Fluency Survival Kit, the placeholder words.
Placeholder words. These are incredibly useful. A placeholder is a word that holds the place of the real word you forgot. It is like a temporary label. In English, we have some very funny, very common placeholder words that native speakers use all the time.
The most common one, the one you will hear every day, is the word thingy. T-H-I-N-G-Y. Thingy.
It sounds a bit silly, doesn't it? But it is grammatically perfect in casual conversation. You can treat it just like a noun. You can say, "Can you pass me that thingy over there?" Or, "I need to buy a new thingy for my car."
Right. It signals to the listener that you know it's an object, but the name is not important right now, or you just forgot it. It keeps the rhythm of the sentence going. If you say, "Can you pass me the," and then silence, the rhythm breaks. But if you say, "Can you pass me the thingy," the rhythm continues.
There are a few others too. A really popular one in American English is whatchamacallit. This is a long word, but it's actually a phrase smashed together. It comes from the phrase, "what you may call it," but we say it fast. Whatchamacallit.
That is a mouthful. Let's practice that pronunciation. Whatchamacallit. It is used exactly the same way as thingy. For example, "Hey, did you see the whatchamacallit I left on the table?" And if you want to sound a bit more British or sometimes simpler, you might hear thingamajig or thingamabob. These are a bit more old-fashioned or humorous, but you will hear them.
The point is, these words allow you to speak with flow. They tell the listener, I haven't finished my thought, I just missed a specific noun. It shows confidence because you are not apologizing, you are not saying, sorry, my English is bad. You are just using a placeholder.
So here is a mini challenge for you listening right now. I want you to imagine you are asking a friend for a stapler, but you forgot the word stapler. Instead of stopping, I want you to use a placeholder. Say it out loud right now. Can you pass me the thingy? Or try, I need to use the whatchamacallit to fix these papers. Perfect. Now, Sarah, placeholders are great for small objects or casual chats. But what if you are in a more formal situation? Or what if the person really needs to know exactly what you are talking about? If you just say thingy, they might not understand.
That is true. If you are at the doctor's office or in an exam, saying thingy might not be enough. That leads us to strategy number 2, and honestly, this is the most important one. This is the skill that will save your life in an English exam. It is called the function formula.
The function formula, I like that. This is where you describe what the object does or what it is used for. Even if you don't know the name, you know the function.
Exactly. If you forget the word for, let's say, a blender, the machine in the kitchen for making smoothies. If you forget the word blender, do not panic. Ask yourself, what does it do?
And then you use these magic phrases. Listeners, you might want to write these down if you can. The first phrase is, it is used for, followed by a verb with ing. It is used for making. It is used for cutting.
Let's try it with the blender. I forgot the name, so I say, I need to buy that machine for the kitchen. It is used for mixing fruit into a drink.
Boom! I know exactly what you mean. You mean a blender. You communicated successfully without the vocabulary word.
Another great phrase in the function formula is, it is the thing that. This is very natural. It is the thing that you use to open wine bottles.
Ah, a corkscrew.
Exactly. See how easy that is? I didn't say corkscrew. I said, it is the thing that you use to open wine bottles. This is essentially a definition. If you do this in an IELTS exam, you will get points. If you just stop and stay silent, you will lose points.
Let's look at another phrase for this strategy. Sometimes you can describe what it is made of or what it looks like. So the phrase is, it is made of, or it is shaped like. Let's combine them. Imagine you forgot the word for a ladder. The thing you climb to paint the ceiling. You could say, I need that tool. It is made of metal or wood. It has steps. It is used for reaching high places.
If you said that to a shop assistant, they would take you straight to the ladders. You have solved the problem.
This strategy changes your mindset. You stop thinking about the word you don't have, and you start thinking about the ideas you do have. It makes you active, not passive. Let's practice this one with a few common items. Listeners, imagine you are in a hardware store. You need a hammer, but you forgot the word hammer. How would you describe it using the function formula? Think about it. What is it used for? It is used for hitting nails. It is used for building things. What does it look like? It has a wooden handle and a heavy metal head. So you could say, excuse me, do you sell the tool that is used for hitting nails? It has a heavy metal head. Any native speaker would understand you instantly. And notice, you are speaking English the whole time. You are practicing grammar, you are using relative clauses. It is actually better practice than just remembering the one word hammer.
I completely agree. This transforms a moment of failure into a moment of communication. And before we move to the third strategy, I want to remind everyone, if you are enjoying this deep dive and you want to make sure you get these lessons every single day, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are building a community here where mistakes are just part of the learning process, and we want you to be part of it.
Absolutely. Subscribing helps us keep making these episodes for you. Now let's move to strategy number 3. We have done placeholders like thingy. We have done descriptions like it is used for. What is the third one?
Strategy number 3 is called the generalizer. This is when you swap a specific word for a general category word.
This is a lifesaver when you are trying to be too precise and you get stuck. Often, learners want to use a fancy word, but they forget it. The solution is to go simple, go general. For example, imagine you want to talk about a poodle, the dog with the curly hair, but you forget the word poodle. Do not freeze. Just say dog.
Right. Or if you want to say, I saw a beautiful crimson sunset. Crimson is a specific type of dark red. If you forget crimson, just say red, or even beautiful color.
This works for verbs too. This is a really good tip. Often we forget specific verbs. For example, maybe you want to say, he sprinted to the bus stop. To sprint means to run very fast, but you forget sprint. Just say run, or even go fast.
The generalizer strategy is about not letting the perfect be the enemy of the good. It is better to say a general sentence fluently than a specific sentence with a long, painful pause.
Let's look at a workplace example. Imagine you are in a meeting. You want to ask for the staplers, the scissors, and the paper clips. Those are all office supplies. If you forget the word paper clips, just say, can you pass me the office supplies?
Or even simpler, can you pass me the stuff? Stuff is the ultimate generalizer. It works for everything.
That is true. Stuff is singular, by the way. We don't say stuffs, just stuff. Can you move your stuff? Can I have some of that stuff? It is very casual, very useful. So let's recap the 3 strategies quickly before we play a game. Strategy 1, placeholders. Use words like thingy or whatchamacallit to hold the spot. Strategy 2, the function formula. Describe what the object does using phrases like it is used for or it is the thing that. And strategy 3, the generalizer. Replace the specific word with a category word like animal, tool, vehicle, or stuff. Now, Mark, I think it is time to put this into practice. Let's play a game. This is a game that our listeners can play along with. It is called Describe It. I love this game. It is basically the game Taboo. Here is how it works. I am going to think of a word. I will not say the word. I will use our strategies to describe it to Sarah. Sarah has to guess what it is. And you, listening at home, try to guess before Sarah does. Okay, I am ready. Give me your best shot.
All right. I am thinking of an object. You usually find it in the living room or the bedroom. It is a piece of furniture. It is used for keeping clothes in. It has drawers that you pull out.
Furniture. Used for clothes, drawers. Is it a wardrobe?
Close, but a wardrobe has doors you open. This is the thingy that has drawers you pull out. It is usually shorter than a wardrobe.
Ah, is it a chest of drawers or a dresser?
Yes, a dresser or a chest of drawers. Listeners, did you get that? Notice I used the function formula. It is used for keeping clothes in. And I used a generalizer. It is a piece of furniture.
My turn. I am thinking of a profession, a job. This is a person who works in a hospital, but they are not a doctor. They are the person who helps the doctor. They take care of the patients, check their temperature, and give medicine.
Okay, works in a hospital, not a doctor, helps patients. That sounds like a nurse.
Yes, it is a nurse. See how easy that was? I didn't need to say the word nurse for you to understand exactly who I was talking about. Let's do one that is a bit harder, an abstract concept.
Ooh, challenge accepted.
Okay, this is a feeling. It is the feeling you get when you have a big exam coming up, or maybe a job interview. It is similar to being scared, but it is more about anticipating something. Your heart beats fast, you might sweat a little bit.
Okay, similar to scared, heart beating fast. Is it nervous?
Yes, nervousness or anxiety. I described the symptoms, heart beating, sweating. I compared it to a general category, similar to scared. This game, Describe It, is the single best way to practice fluency alone. You don't need a partner. You can do this in your room, in your car, or in the shower. Here is what I want you to do. Look around the room you are in right now. Pick 5 objects. Don't say their names. Instead, describe them out loud using the function formula. Look at your lamp. Say, it is the thing that gives light. It is used for reading at night. Look at your shoes. Say, they are made of leather. They are used for walking outside. If you do this for just 5 minutes a day, you will rewire your brain. You will stop panicking when you forget a word because you will have practiced the escape route thousands of times. It builds a pathway in your brain that goes around the blockage. When the word is blocked, your brain automatically switches to the description path. That is true fluency. Fluency isn't knowing every word. It is knowing how to handle not knowing a word. That is such a powerful thought to take away today. We want you to feel empowered. Your English does not have to be perfect to be effective. We really hope this episode helps you feel more relaxed in your next conversation. Remember, even native speakers get brain freezes. The goal is connection, not perfection. So, here is your homework for the week. We mentioned the game Describe It. We want you to try it. Pick 3 objects in your house and write down a definition for them, using phrases like it is used for or it is made of. Put those sentences in the comments if you are watching this on YouTube, or just write them in your notebook. And tell us about a time you had a brain freeze. Did you panic? Did you use a thinny? We love hearing your stories. Thank you so much for listening to the Everyday English podcast. We are here to help you live your life in English, one conversation at a time.
Don't forget to check out our other episodes for more listening practice. We have a great one about making small talk, which pairs perfectly with this one. Once you survive the vocabulary gap, you need to know what to talk about next.
Exactly. Keep practicing, keep shadowing, and keep speaking. We will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Goodbye.